everyone. Bienvenue, welcome to 7th grade, 8th grade French curriculum night. My name is Mrs. Altvater and I'm your student's French teacher. I am in room 411 and you can reach me at my email christina.altvater@mercerislandschools.org. I want to talk to you tonight about our curriculum. Your students have, over the course of 2 years, 5 trimesters of French in the middle school, and that counts as 1 credit for world language for high school graduation. So your students have the opportunity to move into second level French in 9th grade, which is wonderful. We do use our online textbook, T'es branché 1, and you can find the login instructions in Schoology for both grades. It's in the folder beginning of the year. And with that, your students also have access to the online workbook, which is super useful because we do a lot of homework assignments out of that. At the bottom left side of the online textbook, there's a red link button, and it's very good for students to explore that. There's flashcards that are good for studying new material and learning games that we also play in class. In class, we focus very much on the 4 communicative skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. My classes are very much student-centered, and students are most of the time active in class, involved in either listening, speaking, reading, or writing. In 7th grade, we cover chapters 1 and 2. We talk a lot about greetings. They learn the numbers 1 through 20. Right now we're doing the alphabet. We're going to do colors, descriptions, where they talk about their character, what they are like. They will learn to describe weather, extend invitations, telling time, activities, and likes and dislikes. And then in 8th grades, we're going to cover chapters 3 through 7. We're talking right now a lot about school objects. Then we're going to go to classes, again, telling time. We talk a lot about food and drinks, family and physical descriptions, clothing. They do a project, My New Outfit. And we learn to talk about groceries, shopping for groceries. And we also talk about the rooms in the house and furniture in the house. And of course, culture is an essential part of the class, so we do talk a lot about the culture of France and the Francophone world. They learn about countries and customs, holidays, tourism, food, music, and art. Lots of new things to explore for them. For my classroom routines and procedures, I do have class agreements with all my students that they follow my 2 non-negotiables of respect and engagement, and all 3 classes are doing a wonderful time at this right now. Very engaged, very respectful, following instructions. They're really doing a fantastic job at that. I usually start out my classes with our daily chat-chon question. Chat-chon means let's chat. And it's always a question of the day that's important for the unit that we're learning right now. And everybody gets a chance to participate and practice their answers. Participation in general is essential for the learning, and always encourage your student to participate as much as they can during French class. For homework, I always assign homework at the end of class. I go over the homework assignment with them during class time so that they have the opportunity to ask questions. And I also post it on Schoology so that students have that as reference at home so they know what to do. I do use a reward system. I use class symbols that the students can earn together as a class. And usually they get a party. Right now it's probably more like a movie that they can watch together as a class, of course in French with English subtitles, when it's time when they have earned their 10 class symbols. I do hand out bon points for good participation, and the students usually really like that, like a little tangible reward that just shows them that they did well today during French class. Let's talk about grading. I am doing standard-based grading this year for the first time, so it's new to me and to some of my students, but most of the students already know it from other teachers. So no more letter grades, no more percentages. All skills are graded on proficiency scales, and the students will know exactly what they have to do in order to meet a 3, meeting expectations, or in order to earn a 4, exceeding expectations. So I do try to be as transparent as possible about my expectations. Standard-based grading also means that behavior is ungraded, so participation and homework are not graded this year anymore. They are still vital for their learning, and I don't stop emphasizing that with my students in the classroom. And I think they actually really understand that, and they still do a fantastic job at participating lots and completing their homework and being ready in French class to engage in the learning. They do have lots of opportunities to show their learning growth. There are going to be presentations, they will perform skits, there's quizzes, tests, oral exams. So they will have lots and lots of opportunities to show that they're learning and growing as speakers of French. And then I know you as parents want to know, how can you help your student to be successful in class? So you can help your students to keep track of their homework assignments on Schoology and missing assignments in classwork, especially when there were graded things like tests or quizzes, graded presentations. And just engage with your student and ask him or her what he or she has learned in class today. You can always ask, like, oh, what was the cha-cha for the day? What did you go over today? Is there a little text that you can read to me? What vocabulary are you learning right now, etc. Yeah, just have your student read to you and give positive feedback. They really like that because they're working really hard on their French pronunciation. And then we always have grammar vocab units for every unit we go over, and there are vocabulary lists in there. So please take some time in the evenings, go over vocabulary together. Vocabulary is the essentials of learning a language, and you do not need to be a speaker of French in order to do that with your student. You can just say the English part, and your student is going to give you back the French part. Okay. Also important, please encourage your student to come talk to me regarding any concerns. They can always come talk to me before or after class, or just write me a quick Schoology message. I always want my students to be strong advocates for themselves and like to solve problems with my students together. And then lastly, of course, also if you have any concerns or questions for me, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can reach me best at my email address, which I have here for you again. And I do look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that this presentation was helpful for you. Merci, au revoir.